The Milwaukee Bucks front office look like idiots. They messed up this offseason so bad, they could easily lose Giannis. Overpaying for Jrue Holiday and the Bogdanovich mess are just the beginning. If Giannis doesn't sign that $240 million SuperMax by December 21, things will look even worse for them. But luckily for the Bucks, there is one move they could make that would save them and keep their superstar. This video explains why the Bucks didn't do enough yet, and that one move they need to make. Hey, it's Casey. Welcome to AM Hoops. Cannot wait for the season. I can't believe it's like less than a month away already. Hit subscribe and notification bells for 5 videos per week. The season starts on December 22nd, but we are trying to get 100,000 subscribers by January 1st. It'll be a really tough push. We're trending for like 95-ish thousand, but I know we can get there if you just click that little button. Before we get into how Milwaukee messed up, here's why they are still not good enough. Jrue Holiday is great, but Khris Middleton is still Giannis's best teammate. It is really that simple. Winning in the NBA is about multiple superstars. And yes, I know, commenter, about every 10 years, some underdog team with 1 star wins. But that is rare and results in maybe one chip. Let's look at last season. The Lakers didn't have a third best player. They had 2 superstars and beat the team with depth. Yes, the Raptors beat the Warriors with just Kawhi Leonard, but let's be honest, the Dubs were injured. Golden State had a dynasty with 2 superstars in Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. Kobe had Pau Gasol and Shaq. Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen, Tim Duncan had Tony Parker, and David Robinson before him. The point is, Khris Middleton has proven he is not a championship number 2 over and over. So honestly, we're gonna go over a bunch of moves, but none of it would matter if they had gotten superstar help. But they didn't. Instead, they messed everything up like Magic Johnson running a team. First, the Bogdanovich sign and trade mess. Someone leaked that the deal was done before it was even allowed. The NBA cracked down and that killed the contract. Even if Bogdan wanted to be a Buck, it was too much of a risk. If the NBA investigated and like a month later said the signing is illegal, then Bogdan would be out on the street with no team. The next thing they messed up was agreeing to a 1+1 deal with Pat Connaughton, which was illegal for an early bird rights player. They were forced to sign him instead for a lot more money. Then they used the mid-level exception to sign DJ Augustin. Okay, he's a good player, yeah. Mobile, pick-and-roll point guard who can shoot, but they could have 2 good players. Milwaukee sent 2 second-round picks to the Magic as part of the Jrue Holiday deal. If they included DJ Augustin on a sign-and-trade, it would have kept their mid-level exception open. They could have had Augustin and another mid-level guy. Players who signed to the mid-level this season, Serge Ibaka, Montrezl Harrell, Jay Crowder, or Tristan Thompson, among others. Side note, if they did the sign and trade with Augustin, they could have kept that original deal with Connaughton too. But they messed up all of that. So here are the highlights of their offseason. In, DJ Augustin, Torrey Craig, Bobby Portis, Bryn Forbes. Out, Eric Bledsoe, George Hill, Ersan Ilyasova, Robin Lopez, and Wes Matthews. The mishandled offseason isn't going to kill them in the regular season. I mean, back-to-back years, they haven't gotten out of the second round, but had the best record. It will hurt them, though, in the playoffs. They could have used Bogdan's shooting and ball handling, and Serge Ibaka would have been a great floor spacing center option with Brook Lopez's 3 in a slump. So if that is how the front office handled things when they had to get better, how are they going to operate in the future with little tools to work with? They flipped 3 first-round picks and 2 pick swaps for a 30-year-old Jrue Holiday on the last year of his deal. Giannis should absolutely be concerned about all the red flags the Bucks have shown him over the last month. Right now, I don't think they're good enough to win a championship or even the East, but the good news is they have Giannis no matter what this coming season. If he doesn't sign by December 21st, he has to wait until after the season to do so. But as bad as all that is, and that is bad, there is still one thing the Bucks can do to save all of this. Trade for a superstar. It's not too late. The trade deadline is still like months away, and they still have assets. They need to accept that Khris Middleton will not get it done. They should flip whatever they have in a trade to get Giannis elite help. The problem is they don't have a lot to offer, so their options are limited, but not zero. Here's a list of really good players that could be on the trade market. Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Bradley Beal, Russell Westbrook, John Wall, Victor Oladipo, Caris LeVert, Kevin Love, Zach LaVine, Blake Griffin, DeMar DeRozan, LaMarcus Aldridge, Buddy Hield. So with that list in mind, here is the one trade I think is possible. The deal would shake up the Sixers and the Bucks. Philly gets Jrue Holiday, Khris Middleton, Dante DiVincenzo, Brook Lopez, and the final first rounder Milwaukee has for Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, and Mike Scott. Whoa, lots to break down here. First, from the Bucks side, bottom line, they get the best player in the deal with Joel Embiid. The process doesn't crowd the paint because he has range. He's an excellent rim protector and rebounder, but yeah, the fit is not perfect. There would be similar issues with Joel and Ben Simmons, but Giannis is a better version of Ben, so I think he raises both of their ceilings. Tobias Harris and Middleton make about the same money, but the Sixers are getting the better player. Middleton is a better defender and three-point shooter. The Sixers do this and they get a point guard to run their offense, sending Simmons to the front court. Holiday is an excellent defender as well. Dante DiVincenzo is the Bucks' best young asset, and he could turn into a valuable athletic playmaker. Brook Lopez replaces Embiid as Philly's center, and while he's not nearly the same player, he is not a big drop-off in defense or three-point shooting. And look, the point of this video is not that specific trade. Like, to be honest, I don't love that trade either. Joel Embiid isn't a perfect fit with Giannis. The point of the video is that the Bucks need to get desperate here and do whatever they can to get elite help for Giannis, and it's not too late. Let's go back to that list if you don't want Joel Embiid for the Bucks. The problem is these players are either not enough of an upgrade over Khris Middleton or not gettable. Bradley Beal obviously is the best fit in terms of talent and skill, but that trade is literally impossible. The Wizards are looking for 5+ draft picks or multiple good young players. Milwaukee has none of that. Embiid is the only star-level player the Bucks could dream of trading for, and they should do it. If they don't, they will lose again before the finals and eventually lose Giannis. The Bucks need to get desperate before the trade deadline, and don't wait and see how it goes with this current team. It's gonna go great. It's gone great in the regular season the past few years. This is about the playoffs, and it's about getting elite help for Giannis Antetokounmpo, but the good news for them, it is not too late. Support AM Hoops and click subscribe. Don't miss a daily NBA video.